What's up, Yankees universe? KOD Nation, stand up, and you D-Gens, wake up and get your coffee. Welcome to the September 5th edition of the Yankees Morning Brew. Happy Labor Day goes out to everybody out there who is celebrating the day of the labor. You know, as somebody who grew up in a Caribbean household, being Puerto Rican, my grandpa being from Trinidad, Labor Day was like our version of Christmas. If you guys know, Eastern Parkway in Brooklyn, it's flooded right now. Every year, my family, we went out to the Labor Day parade. I'm not going to lie, since the beginning of the pandemic, I haven't been back. You know, my uncle, rest in peace, this was one of his favorite holidays to go to the parade. So if I can just ask you guys just to throw up the prayer emoji in the chat for my uncle who's not with us anymore to celebrate this day, because this was his favorite day. But besides that, chat, what it do? Salute. Good morning. I got Mikey Maz and the 4 Train Express. Of course, the first one to show up to the show like always. Eric, good morning as well. Salute, Eric. Salute, salute, salute. Eric, just know September 14th, Pete Simonetti will be on the show. Pete Simonetti will be coming on to have a little episode. You know, so the mustache poppy himself will be on the show. And also, hold on, Scotty Braun will be on tomorrow. Listen, guys, if you guys haven't gone to the KOD Media Twitter, go to the KOD Media Twitter. Find the tweet that has Scott Braun in it. That way you could retweet it and enter the contest. Right? Enter the contest for tomorrow, because not only will Scott Braun and myself be talking MLB and the Yankees so far on September 5th, September 6th, but Only Gems, the conversation with Only Gems, Jigga Man will be helping me with that. But fellas, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody who is out there, hello to the dark side. Baron, what is good? Maria, I see you. I appreciate everybody for throwing those prayers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But guys, Judgy Wudgy hit number 53 over the weekend. Well, yesterday, I should say. But yeah, Aaron Judge hit 53. I know we lost the series to the Tampa Bay Rays. I understand that. But guess what? We got a game literally in a couple of hours at 1 o'clock versus the Minnesota Twinsies. You know, I will be doing the watch along with my guy BX Sports Jedi. So please tune into the BX Sports Jedi Network as we celebrate this Labor Day by doing a Yankee watch along. How we doing? I'm sorry, Jigga Man, I had to steal your catch line right there. But yeah, quick notes as well. Please shout out my guy Jason from 161 River Ave. Please give that man all the support that you guys can. A bit of announcement. Myself and Halal are going to be working with Jason from 161 River Ave. If you guys know Halal from Backstage Baseball, we'll be helping Jason from 161 River Ave in the background, you know, doing a little production type thing. So Halal is a beast himself when it comes to this stuff. You know, I've always been a fan of Halal ever since I saw him in Jason's first video, and I've been following him myself, because the young man Halal he's going to do great things in this industry. You know, I know I said that several times before. He's backstage right now smiling because I'm saying this stuff, juicing him up before he comes onto the stage. But guys, please make sure that you follow Backstage Baseball as well, and plus Backstage Baseball Live. You know, without further ado, I'm going to bring in my co-host for today, because, you know, this Monday, it's a sad Monday. Because just like Frankie went off to school, right? And just how sad that was, Halal goes back to school tomorrow. You know, so Halal's going to have to go to a school that's probably going to have gum underneath his desk. So before he does that, let's welcome him in and let's have a good show for today. But my guy Halal, what is good, baby?
What's up? How's it going?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm sorry that I'm always gassing you up and geek. I just feel like I have to always do that because the day that you become famous and you're on ESPN, I want to be, I want to be your intern. I want to be the guy running around getting you chips and sweetest fishes and everything you need, Halal. But how was your weekend, brother?
Oh, it was good. Fortunately, the only game I was able to watch was our victory, but that was the one positive. But first, I have to go back to your intro. My school happens to have like some random, really random days off, so that I'll be back on. Don't and
No
nobody
problem.
worry, I'll
No
be back
problem.
on. And then me and Hector will me and Hector will be working a lot, as he mentioned with Jason. We're gonna lighten up his production. We're gonna have a lot of fun with him.
Yes,
So if you're not
sir.
followed to him, if you want to stay up to date with all that stuff, so definitely follow him. But yeah, I'm excited to do a recap slash pregame.
Oh yeah, definitely myself. Listen, if anybody's watching on Instagram right now, please click that link in the bio. Jump on over to YouTube. Enjoy this great content because on Instagram you can only see this beautiful face. And I got a couple people on Instagram. I know you love watching this beautiful face at 11 in the morning, but jump on over to YouTube and get into the chat and get into the conversation. But Eric, my man Eric said he's you on steroids, dude. No, I'm not. I'm just, doing some push-ups. My man Eric said, oh, yes, Pete will come on. I was afraid you were going to say Caputo might make an appearance. Listen, that man, Michael Caputo, he's a legend himself in this world that we navigate in the Yankees community and the Yankees universe. But yeah, hold on. I got one thing. Frankie Montas, he did come up huge. If you saw his numbers against the Tampa Bay Rays and his numbers against the Houston Astros, that's the reason why this front office went out there and made that move for Frankie Montas. If you guys saw last week's episode, I think it was Friday, where we were breaking it down. This was his last start, and this is what somebody was pointing out on Twitter, right? And now, if you go back and you rewatch his highlights from yesterday, you can see that his delivery, his motion, his plant foot was very similar to what it is on the left, not what it is on the right. If you guys are looking at the screen, I'm sorry that it's so small, but I couldn't get it bigger. So if you guys rewatch Frankie Montas's highlights, you would see that he was a lot fluid. He was releasing the ball more. His control, oh my God, his control, pinpoint control, the left side of the play, right side of the play. What was your thoughts from Frankie, Halal?
Oh, he was hitting all his spots. And I have to say, I'm very excited if we do, and I assume that we will, and I hope that we will, that we get as far as to play the Astros in the ALCS, that we have three guys in our rotation who can really dominate and go out and hit the Astros. That's Garrett Cole. Obviously, he's
Yep.
not like amazing, but he's a guy that can go out there and shove. If you take it back last year, he threw a complete game shutout against him. Then we have Frankie Montas, whose numbers are really good against him. And then, guys, Luis Severino, he has great numbers against the Astros. I'm definitely excited to see what we can do with them. So stay confident. If we play the Astros, it's definitely nowhere near an automatic loss. I want to propose a question to you, actually, that I've been thinking of. And I was like,
Go ahead,
listen,
baby.
who's a bigger impact to have back for the postseason? Is it Andrew Benintendi or Matt Carpenter?
Ooh, wow, that's wow. It's hard. That's a hard one right there. First of all, Halal, whenever you have paper in your hand, you look like a menace. I'm just putting that out there right now. I already know it's going to be a good conversation when you got the paper in your hand. But honestly, I would have to say it's Matt Carpenter because we missed the power in the middle of the lineup. As great as Andrew Benintendi has been this past week, as great and as awesome as he has been this past week or week and a half, if you want to put, his numbers overall with the Yankees aren't the best, right? His numbers overall since becoming a Yankee and putting on the pinstripes aren't the best. But Matt Carpenter, as soon as he came into the Yankees lineup wearing pinstripes, he was an automatic home run. He was an automatic run giver. He was an automatic drive you in. And that's what this lineup is missing. It's missing that protection for Giancarlo Stanton. It's missing that extra protection for Aaron Judge. Listen, you saw it yesterday. We literally had to lead off Aaron Judge in order for him to see pitches in the game. I want to take a quick second. My man, Nathan, what's up, brother? Hope all is well. Happy Labor Day indeed, my man. Hope you're doing good out there. Go ahead.
Also the chemistry Matt Carpenter brings. He's just a
Yes.
legend in the clubhouse. He's like, I'm telling you, every time Judge hits a home run, Judge walks to the end of the dugout, and Matt Carpenter, he's like, that was a nuke. Every
Mm-hmm.
time he gets to the end of the
Yeah.
dugout, excuse me, and he just brings that attitude to the team. Like in July, everyone was just enjoying watching this team play. Matt Carpenter, I want to say, has had 2 7 RBI games with the Yankees.
Yeah, he hold on one second. Yeah, he's had several multi-hit games when it comes to both Benintendi and Carpenter. Carpenter had a couple games where he was looking like if you guys remember Tino Martinez when he came back to the Yankees in 2005 and went on that stretch when he hit like 10 home runs in 15 games or something to that degree. That's what Matt Carpenter was looking like when we first got him. And you know, a big takeaway from this Yankee team September 5th. And this is something that I had to sit with last night. You know, after the game, yes, we won. I did go on a walk. I like going on walks and hikes just to clear my mind. But last night, it dawned on me that when you look at this Yankee team, right, to put the players aside, right, hello, forget about the players, right? Where is the older Yankees that are coming in to talk to these guys, right? Where's CC Sabathia? CC Sabathia, he was an advisor. He's not there anymore, right? A-Rod used to be an advisor, but he's not there anymore. Where are these veterans, these former Yankees? I don't care if you have to go get a 29 or 30 other former Yankees, put them in their uniforms, have them in the locker, have them in the back area waiting for these guys to come in to talk to them. Like, listen, you guys are wearing pinstripes, right? You guys have to live up to certain expectations, and certain things are going to be looked at of you for when you're trying to put together a lineup, or when you're trying to break down a pitcher. This is what you have to do, and that voice is not there. What's your thoughts on that, real quick?
Yeah, they have to. They're the Yankees. They have to come out and they want to play. Michael Kay had a good quote for the first time yesterday, and he said that it's more like, actually, this was not Michael Kay, it was Paul O'Neill. He said that they're dragging to the batter's box now. They're not wanting to go out there. Nobody's grabbing a bat and coming out there and wanting to play. Look, I'm a little excited that we're facing Chris Archer today. I don't want to get too cocky about it, but he is not the greatest pitcher. His numbers aren't so great this year. I was looking at a Baseball Savant page on him, and the numbers were not excellent whatsoever. We're playing the Twins, and they are a solid team. Luis Arise, we have to definitely work around, but the Yankees, they will have to want to come out to the batter's box. Our pitching is doing phenomenal right now. I'm not concerned about that whatsoever, but it's just the fact that our offense needs to be there, want to hit, and we'll get to the lineup a little later, but I don't know if this is the lineup we should be throwing out there for today's game.
The lineup, it's a bit wonky, just like the Yankees always are throwing out wonky lineups. That just goes to the detriment of this team and how depleted this team is right now. But to Chris the Flash, yeah, Joe McFly is one of my favorite guys out there. It's somebody I definitely listen to after Yankees a loss or win. Yeah, he great guy. But what you just said, it just hit home, because our pitching, right? Frankie Montas can go out there, give you 5 or 6 innings and be dominant, right? Garrett Cole could give you 6 or 7 innings and be dominant, give up 2 runs or 3 runs and be okay, right? But this offense just literally feels like it cannot score a run. This offense, sometimes it feels like it struggles to even get somebody in scoring position. That's what I'm more afraid of, right? Because our pitching in August, you know, since the trade deadline, since the All-Star break, however they want to put it, it was struggling for a stretch. But now the pitching seems like it's coming back around, but the offense is still not around. What's your thoughts on that, real quick?
Yeah, it looks as though we're getting our pitching back. The main guy is going to be the 2 main guys. We have to have Cole and Montas acting like a 1 and 2, maybe even a 1A and a 1B. So that's really what I want to see from those 2 guys. And what we saw from Montas last game was really, really happy to see. And neither have I, James. Yeah, so I'm really liking what I'm seeing
Wait,
from
what?
Montas.
What you just said?
I said neither. I haven't seen a World Series either.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, we have to win this year.
Yeah.
We have to win this year. I cannot let my man Halal go around telling people he's never, you need to lie, right? Lie from now on. Say that you was a 6-month-old baby when your mother and father brought you to the stadium in 2009 during the postseason. Just say that. All right.
Yeah, I was there. But like I've experienced some really good games. Like I mentioned I was at the Yankees Astros game this year. Hicks's game tying 3-run homer. I was at the last game, Yankees Rays game 162 last year, where Judge hit the walk off. Gio went flying into the dugout. I've been to some good games.
Nice. Like I'm a bit jealous. I will be going there this Friday, right? He said, I don't get today's. We'll talk on the lineup in a second because it confuses us. It's confusing us both. But I'll be there this Friday for the Derek Jeter, giveaway or whatever, just to let everybody know. My birthday is Thursday. The big man is going to be turning 33. So my birthday is this Thursday coming up, just so you guys know, because I am selfish and I want all the birthday wishes in the chat. So make sure you guys get your birthday wishes going on in the chat. But Halal, let's talk about the lineup from last night. Overall, the Yankees and Rays before we touch on the lineup for today. If I can.
Bro, we're gonna have to get you something. I gotta think about.
Oh no,
I got all this stuff from because I was doing stats for Jason, so I got everything here. So it's like we'll just
personally me, I'm just a Pokemon fan. So if you could just send me a gift that has a Pokemon gift, I'm happy with that. That's all I care. But to the Yankees side of things, right? Aaron Judge led off the game. He was 3 for 5. He had a home run, a double, a single. He was a triple shy away from the cycle. DJ LeMahieu, the first baseman, was 0 for 5. It's looking real bad for DJ. Oswaldo Cabrera 0 for 3. He has gone into a little slump himself. Giancarlo Stanton 0 for 5. Josh Donaldson 1 for 3. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa for 1 for 3. Aaron Hicks, the left fielder, was 0 for 4. Peraza still looking for his first major league hit at second base. He was 0 for 3. And Kyle Higashioka, the catcher, was 1 for 3. Frankie Montas, the starting pitcher, he gave you 5 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 7 strikeouts. Big Lou Trevino, the first, he pitched 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Ronnie Marinaccio from Toms River, New Jersey, he pitched the third of an inning. He was struggling. He gave up a hit, gave up a walk, no runs, and no strikeouts. But Jonathan Lasagna has been solid. His last 15 games, 15 or 16 innings, he's pitching to a 1.50 ERA. But last night he pitched the inning in 2/3, no hits, no runs. He did walk a guy, but he got 2 strikeouts. And then this is the problem: Clay Holmes. Clay Holmes pitched the inning. He gave up 3 hits. 1 was a double. The other 2 was just dribblers. 1 run, no walks or strikeouts. Frankie Montas, 5-11 on the season. Clay Holmes, his 18th save of the season. This is the sad part, right? When we talk about Clay Holmes, he has 18 saves right now. If Clay Holmes didn't struggle the way he struggled and blew saves, and from the middle of June to right now, Clay Holmes should have 30 to 35 wins.
Middle of July.
Clay Holmes should have 18 to 35 saves minimum. If he didn't struggle, minimum 30 to 35 saves minimum, and this team would be in a different spot that we are right now. We wouldn't be trying to protect a 5-game lead. We would still probably have a 12-game or 13-game lead in this division. But when your closer implodes in the middle of the season and every other reliever, big time reliever, you lose. Michael King, Chapman has turned into whatever he's turned into. Chad Green, he's pitched his last pitch with the Yankees. That's what happens, right? You're not going to be able to weather the storm that much. But the Yankees on September 5th, we got a 5-game lead in the division. And another thing before I throw it over to you, Halal, right? This is one thing I want to point out real quick. Guys, Brian Cashman has to do something with Josh Donaldson. I'm sorry. Brian Cashman has to do something with Josh Donaldson this season has been exposed for the fraud and the fake tough guy that he is. He's not a tough guy. He's a fake tough guy. He may run his mouth. He may talk his nonsense, but he is a fake tough guy. And I'm going to say it. I may go out on a little stretch. You guys may not, be in agreement with me. Let me know how you feel in the chat. But ever since that incident with Tim Anderson and the Chicago White Sox, the mojo and the team chemistry on this team has been so out of whack, specifically from when he had that incident with Tim Anderson, and Yasmani Grandal exposed him for the fake tough guy that he was, because Grandal got right in his face, stopped him from going to the batter's box, and he didn't do anything about it. So I'm sorry, Brian Cashman, you got to do something about Donaldson. Go ahead, bro.
It's ridiculous. Like if it would be something if he's hitting and fielding, but his chemistry is bad, and I think that could be one of the reasons. I don't know. I've seen a couple of videos of Carlos Rodon just like absolutely flipping. He threw a bat at his teammate in the dugout. So I think that's a reason why they may have pulled away from Carlos Rodon for trading him.
Yeah. Nathan, Nathan, this is the thing about Nathan. Please, guys, make sure you follow Nathan and the NNR Sports Hour. Nathan is one of the beat writers, one of the journalists for the Somerset Patriots. Nathan, you gotta let us know, right? We gotta set this up, because I know I said it was set it up for you to come on this week. Let's talk right now for Friday. Let's set it up for Friday. If you get Harrison Bader, right? If you get a conversation, I want to see your insight. If you see Harrison Bader doing any type of baseball activity, I want your thoughts on it this Friday. So if you're free this Friday, Nathan, I'll send you the link and everything on IG. But yeah, bro, I agree with you. Something has to be done, and I know something needs to be done about Hicks as well. I get it. But Josh Donaldson, he's the biggest fraud in all of baseball. I'm sorry. He's making $20+ million a year. He's having the worst season of his career. One thing that Yankee fans could say that, oh, well, Donaldson was struggling, but one defense that they had was his defense. And you saw his defense this weekend, Halal. Domingo Germán was looking fantastic Friday. And Josh Donaldson had those 2 errors to just ruin his night. Yes, he gave up that home run to Betancourt, but if it wasn't for those 2 errors by Donaldson, I think 1 error by IKF, Domingo Germán probably would have rolled through that lineup and probably would have pitched a complete game. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, it's gotta stop. Like, why do we have? Let's put IKF at third. This is what I'm saying. I've figured out what IKF is doing wrong. They mentioned this on the broadcast yesterday. He's trying to do everything so fancy. That's not how you field a ground ball when you're a shortstop. You gotta pick it up. He's coming in. He's fielding the ball. And he's trying to do like a little flip to his arm. He takes his eye off the ball. He's looking at his target already. When he's doing the transfer, I know I do this sometimes. I'm just messing around in my backyard. He tries to flip it into his hand, and that's why he lost possession yesterday. He was bobbling around, and he's got to stop. He made a terrible throw that DJ LeMahieu saved his butt on, but it's got to stop. Donaldson also. I say move IKF to third. Maybe that will click a button. They're just got to try every single button and see whatever clicks the right way.
Well, Josh Donaldson is going on maternity leave, so he'll be away from the team for a while. But it's ridiculous, man, because our defenses was hurting us right now, and we specifically made this move when we brought in Donaldson and IKF to shore up our defense on that side. Yes, IKF is an upgrade over Gleyber Torres, but how much of an upgrade is it at shortstop defensively? How much is it? And then when you have a shortstop that he's probably in the bottom 5 when it comes to shortstops and errors and runs saved or whatever the metrics are, and he's not producing when it comes to home runs and RBIs. Yes, he's hitting a good number with runners in scoring position, but Halal, let me ask you this. If IKF had the same batting average, but had 12 home runs and let's throw in an extra 30 RBIs, we could live with his defense at shortstop because we know his offense will make up for his defensive lapse. But when you have a guy that's not hitting, he only has 1 home run, that doesn't even have that many RBIs, it starts to get to you. And when his hits are just singles, because let's be frank, majority of his hits are singles. He had a double the other day in Tampa. I think it was Saturday in Tampa that he almost hit a home run, but it's mostly singles. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Look, I love having contact hitters in our lineup, but part of that is you got to shore up the defense. Also, when he gets on base, it should be an automatic steal attempt. Like, I need to see the Yankees executing more stolen bases. That's something they were doing in the beginning of the season that they haven't been doing as of late. I think that could possibly be a reason why Tim McCasher's in the lineup today. And yeah, that's all I have to say. IKF, definitely, if he hit more home runs and drove in more runs, I'd definitely be more excited about him. But yeah, also, I'm picking Tim McCasher at a homer today. Just had to throw it out there.
All right, early prediction. Now I'm gonna read off a couple stats, right? And I'm not going to even tell you who the player is. I'm just going to ask you, just from reading the stats, would you rather player A or would you rather player B? So let's play this game, guys. Yankees more than brew. Would you rather? So player A, it's a guy that has a batting average of 213. He has an on-base percentage of 285 and a slugging of 390. He has 13 home runs and 45 RBIs. And when it comes to base on balls, he has 30 base on balls and 103 strikeouts. Now, player B is a guy that's batting 219. He has 125 strikeouts. He has 45 walks, which is a bit better, but he has 12 home runs and 50 RBIs. He has an on-base percentage of 305 and a slugging of 374. Who would you rather have, player A or player B?
Player B.
Player B is Josh Donaldson and player A is Gary Sanchez. Their numbers aren't that far apart. Gary Sanchez is batting 213. Josh Donaldson is 219. Gary Sanchez has 45 RBIs. Josh Donaldson has 50 RBIs. Gary Sanchez has 103 strikeouts. Josh Donaldson has 125 strikeouts. Gary Sanchez has 30 walks. Josh Donaldson has 45 walks. The big difference is Gary Sanchez is batting in the 8th spot in his lineup, and Josh Donaldson is relied to bat in the 5th spot or in the 6th spot in that lineup. Today, he's in the 4th spot.
Look, if Donaldson was batting 8th in our lineup, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Yeah, neither would I. But they have him in the middle of the lineup as a run producer. And I personally can't live with that. James Cook, I was trying to find the clutch like runners in scoring position. I couldn't find that, James. Sorry about that.
By the way, it would have been so much better if we had LeCastro leading off today. Now that I think about it, we should have had LeCastro in that leadoff spot for like it just would have made so much more sense. No, like the speed up there. All it takes is for him to get a walk, and he can steal second easily and third questionably. Because especially we know Sanchez behind the dish doesn't have the greatest arm, but yeah.
Well, Gary Sanchez has a cannon. What it is he can't throw it. Yeah, he's not accurate with it. Yeah, he could throw it with the best of them. It's just he's not accurate and he can't block to save his life.
Yeah, we've seen Higashioka make some really nice throws this past week.
Yeah, Higashioka heard the rumors of Ben Vortback looking good in the minors. That's what it is, and he felt his job security is on the line. But I'm gonna ask you, why not Estevan Florial instead of Hicks? If you're going to play Tim LeCastro, right? And why not Florial? It's not like Hicks did anything amazing this weekend. Matter of fact, let me take that back. He made one sliding catch, and that was it.
Yeah, 100%. But the Yankees are treating Florial so unfairly. I can't even get over it. He hasn't been amazing on any circumstance, but it's hard to be amazing when you're not given a fair chance. That's one thing I don't like about the Yankees organization. Everyone's on them about the prospects, and they don't give the prospects a fair chance. That's why I'm concerned. When they call up Oswald Peraza, he's got to be up here to stay up here. It ruins a player's confidence. It takes their value away when you bring them up and down, up and down. That's Florial's value has gone down dramatically. His confidence has gone down dramatically, and that's a mistake that they can't make with Florial, nor they can make with Oswaldo Cabrera.
Yeah, man, and all right, it's a great segue because you bring up the prospects, right? Let's Yankee fans. I understand this season it's 50-50, it's upsetting and it's exciting at the same time, right? I know we've had several low points and several high points. When we talk about the prospects, put this in perspective, right? If you look at our prospects, the Yankees have a unique opportunity if they hit on these prospects to be set up for life. Not set up for life, but they'll be set up for the next 10 years, right? You got Volpe, who will be a shortstop of the future. You got Dominguez, who most likely will be a center fielder of the future, right? We seeing what Peraza could do right now. They're going to play Peraza at second base because they want to give Volpe the starting shortstop position because why not? Pete Seminetti said that he heard rumors that the Yankees, when Volpe comes up, they're going to give him the lowest number possible, which is number 11 for Brett Gardner, just so he can follow the Yankees tradition.
Zero's open.
Oh, zero's available? Okay, so they probably give him 0 or 11 just to keep him with the Yankees tradition. I can see him giving him Brett Gardner's number 11. But Peraza, we have Austin Wells, who will be our catcher or first baseman of the future. We have Elijah Duran, who is a switch hitting left fielder and right fielder of our future. We have Cabrera, who you guys see, who is probably a utility superstar in the future. Cabrera has a chance to be our version of Ben Zobrist, right? So right there, those are 6 position players that if the Yankees hit on them, the Yankees are going to be set up for the future and for the next 10 years. Now, this is what the Yankees organization has to realize, and they have to correct. When it comes to starting pitching or just pitching in general, the Yankees don't develop great starting pitchers, right? The Yankees, they go out there and they import their starting pitchers, right? Let's see. Andy Pettitte was probably the last great Yankee homegrown talent. Then you had Ching-Ming Wang, who got injured, and Luis Severino. Go ahead, Halal. What you was about to say?
Yeah, it's just if we can be smart with our prospects, that's going to be the main thing, being smart with our prospects. And I don't know if Boone's the right manager to do that. I was listening to the Captain the Jeter documentary, and he was saying that Joe Torre, I think, was his manager. He was saying that he was the best manager in that case scenario. He was saying no offense to Buck Showalter or any of those guys, but sometimes for prospects and new coming players coming to the majors, there's a certain manager that is better
1 second,
for you.
I'm sorry. I apologize. My fault. BX Bomby said he's on the line waiting to get into the stadium. My man, I'll be there this Friday, bro. I got your number. I'm going to shoot you a text. That way we could talk Thursday night so we can coordinate better for Friday. I'm sorry, Halal. Go ahead, brother.
Yep. So 100%. Yeah, it's gonna be very crucial to see what we can do with them. And I gotta ask you, man. We gotta ask. Would you do this? Would you do the Twins Yankees trade over again if you knew what the results were going to be?
Yeah, I definitely would. I'm not going to bring in. It's just Josh Donaldson's contract, bro. We could have made a better deal in order to get Gary Sanchez out of here. If Gary Sanchez was the reason why that we went out there and got Josh Donaldson and IKF, we could have got a way better chance. Oh, as well. Thank you so much, Mikey Mazza. Mikey Mazza and myself, we had the pleasure of interviewing Jimmy Leyritz. If you guys know the Yankee legend, Jim Leyritz, who had that beautiful home run in the 96 World Series to put the Yankees ahead over the Atlanta Braves. We had a very, very, very interesting conversation with Jim Leyritz. And Jim Leyritz let us know a little bit on the inside, a little inside tip. He said George Steinbrenner told, him and Joe Torre, if it wasn't for Jim Leyritz's home run in the 96 World Series and the Yankees winning the World Series, after 97, George Steinbrenner wanted to trade Bernie. He wanted to trade Mariano. He wanted to trade Jeter. And he wanted to trade Posada because he wanted to import superstars. But Joe Torre and them had to talk him down from it because they told him, listen, I know we lost in 97, but we just won in 96. So if it wasn't for that 96 World Series, this Yankee franchise probably would have been looking a lot different. Derek Jeter probably wouldn't be on the Yankees, but that's what Jimmy Leyritz said. I got to take him at his words. But Halal, let's look over the Tampa lineup and pitching. And go ahead, brother. Read it off.
Yanni Diaz led off. He was a third baseman. He was 2 for 5. G-Man, Troy, Manuel Margot, and Randy Rosarino were all 0 for 4. David Peralta was a designated hitter. He was 2 for 4. He did some damage against us. Isaac Paredes was 0 for 2. He was at second base. Christian Bethencourt was 0 for 3. He was the catcher. And Taylor Walls was 0 for 3, the shortstop. And Jose Siri was in center field. He was 0 for 2.
No, read the pitching side of things, bro.
Pitching. Sean Armstrong was, we could call it the leadoff of the pitching because there was no real starter there. He went 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 earned run, and he served up a fastball right to Judge, and he punished him. He gave up 1 earned run. a walk, 2 strikeouts. Ryan Yarbrough followed him on 2 2/3, 3 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. To how do you want to help me out here?
Pache.
No. What's Chargy?
Kayagos.
Yeah, I'm bad with names, so
It's cool, bro.
he went a third of an inning, 1 hit, 1 earned run, no walks, and 1 strikeout. Christian Pache went 1 inning, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout, and Weasler went 2 innings and 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout. And Armstrong got the loss just because he gave up a home run to Judge.
Yeah, just because that. And then also, hold on, I seen there was a chat here. Krista Flashy said, and this was for Josh Donaldson. Josh, I like when he told the Rays pitcher to throw fastballs, but dude, you can't hit them, so shut the hell up. Yeah, and he got a fastball yesterday. If you guys saw that when the bench is cleared, he got his fastball. He just didn't like the location of that fastball. Yeah, but he did get that fastball. Yeah, go ahead. Put the interview in the chat if you want, so that way people can click on it. But yeah, bro. Looking forward to this game today. You know, and it's very cliche for us to say, you know, Aaron Boone got thrown out of the game yesterday, and it's very easy for Yankee fans to be like, that's the moment we turn around the season. That's the moment. That's what we need from Boone. That's it, guys. Guys, it's relax. Let's have this team win 5 games in a row again before we start saying that's the moment the Yankees needed. That's when we turn it around. Relax. Let's take a chill pill and relax. What's your thoughts on that? Hello.
Yeah, it definitely like also maybe Boone just wanted like he there was a TV show on he wanted to watch in the clubhouse.
He had to use the bathroom. That's what it was. His tummy was rumbling. That's what it is. He had to use the bathroom and he needed an excuse.
Yeah.
that's all it was.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely. Should we go over the Yankees lineup for today?
Yeah, let's go over the Yankees lineup for today. Hold on 1 second. So for the Yankees, they're sending out Gleyber Torres at second base to lead it off. Aaron Judge, the center fielder, he's batting in the 2-hole. Giancarlo Stanton is the DH. He's batting third. Josh Donaldson, the third baseman, he's batting fourth. Jose Trevino, our amigo, the catcher, he's batting fifth. Oswaldo Cabrera in right field, he's batting seventh. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa for the shortstop. I don't know why they're not playing the young 22-year-old Peraza, but hey, I just talk Yankees on YouTube. That's all we do, Halal. That's all we do. Tim LeCastro's in left field. He's batting eighth. And Marwin, I cannot get a hit off of a position player. Gonzalez is at first base. Marwin Gonzalez, he is struggling. But why is not Peraza in this lineup, man? What's your thought process? If you was Aaron Boone, why wouldn't you put him in the lineup?
Aaron Boone took a hat and he picked names out of a hat. That's what he did. Marwin Gonzalez playing first base? That's ridiculous. And Gleyber leading off. I'm okay with Trevino batting fifth. I would even put him fourth over Donaldson.
Yeah.
It's weird that Peraza's not in this lineup. Definitely, I think LeMahieu needs a day off. And I believe Rizzo will be in the dugout today, I want to say, because after that injection, they said he'll join the team after the Tampa series. So that's just odd to me that they wouldn't play him after like 4 games, 5 days actually, since he last played. So I'd say that they should put him back in if he's actually in the clubhouse today, or maybe there's something that Boone hasn't told us yet.
Listen. As somebody who's dealing with back and hip issues, right, since last year, I've gotten 3 epidural shots over the past 4 months. I know the pain that Anthony Rizzo is going through. Sit that man. He just got the epidural shot probably Friday. Give him a whole 7 days before you have him do any baseball activity. Because I tell you this, I may sit down on a chair, but I got a donut that I'm sitting on top of because that's how much it hurts my bottom area after I get those epidural shots. So please let Anthony Rizzo rest for the next 7 days. I know Yankee fans don't want to hear that. Don't see him this week. Don't see him this week. Let us see him this weekend. this Saturday and this Sunday. Do not play him during the week. Please, you do not want that back to flare up, and you do not want him having to go on an extended IL. I know we're hurting right now because of Andrew Benintendi, but perfect segue into the Andrew Benintendi conversation. But please let Rizzo rest. Right?
Look,
Let Rizzo rest. Go ahead, bro.
I'm definitely saying I would like to put LeMahieu and Rizzo. Just put them on the 10-day IL because LeMahieu with his toe injury. Paul O'Neill made another great point yesterday that he's not putting weight on his back foot. So that's something that if you're not gonna have LeMahieu producing for the postseason, there's no reason that even having him at all for the postseason. But I say LeMahieu and Rizzo just 10-day IL them and bring up some kids, and if you're gonna actually play them, let them play.
Yeah. Let the kids play. If you're gonna
And,
bring them up here, let them play. Go ahead, hello.
and you got to tell the pitching, we're not going to have a strong offense for the next week or two. You guys got to step up, and you got to tell Judge, you got to tell Torres, you got to tell Stanton that they all got to carry the team for the next 3 weeks. It's on them. They got to do captain-like stuff, and they have to carry this team. I'm telling Donaldson also, come on, we got you. We didn't get you for no reason. We're not paying you $30 million for no reason. Step up. And that's what players on the Astros have done, and credit to them, especially their pitching. When Verlander goes down, when Lance McCullers went down last year, they were struggling, and they managed a way to get to the postseason. So credit to the Astros for that. Let's see if the Yankees can find a way to do that as well. And I have to say, Yankee fans are gonna they're gonna knock Correa out of Yankee Stadium with all the boos today and over the next 4 games. But I'm personally not gonna say anything about Correa because I went to a Twins Orioles game earlier this season, and I met Correa, I met Sanchez, I met Urshela, all those guys. Correa was super nice. I wanted to ask him why I didn't go to the Yankees, but I figured he wouldn't sign my baseball if I asked him that. But I have Correa.
Very smart of you, Halal. Very smart.
Me, so
very smart. And I see we got breaking news. We got some breaking news. Hold on 1 second. Hot off the press, my man Nathan. Breaking news. Luis Severino says his next rehab start is Wednesday at Somerset. So Nathan, forget Friday. Come on Thursday. Come up on the show on Thursday. That way you could talk to us about Luis Severino and what's your firsthand thoughts on it. But yeah, that's some great news right there. That's something that we could look forward to. And as well, Nestor Cortez, they skipped another start of his. You guys got to understand, this is just to save his innings. Just save this man's innings. Just save his innings, save his innings, save his innings. It keeps it no Correa slander. That's right. No Correa slander. We don't talk bad on the man Correa. No. But let's look over to the Minnesota Twins side of things. Luis Reyes, the DH, he's also the batting leader for the American League. He's leading off. And the aforementioned, no slander on his name, Carlos Correa, the shortstop, he's batting in the 2-hole. Max Kepler, the right fielder, is batting third. I always get this guy's name.
Jose Miranda.
I always get Juan Miranda confused with the former Yankee prospect Juan Miranda. But Jose Miranda, the first baseman, is cleaning up. Nick Gordon, the second baseman, the son of Flash Gordon, is in the 6-hole. Gio, oh, how I miss you so much. Urshela, the third baseman, is batting 6th. Jack Cave, the left fielder, is batting 7th. Gary Sanchez, the catcher, is batting 8th. And the center fielder, Celestino, is batting 9th. And that's the Rays lineup. As you said, they're sending out Chris Archer and we're sending out Jameson Taillon. Now, you pointed this out earlier, bro. You said Chris Archer's numbers aren't the best. He's 2-7 with a 4.52 ERA, right? We understand that. But at the same time, right? At the same time, Chris Archer is known for throwing up almost beautiful games against the Yankees. We remember Chris Archer from his time with Tampa Bay, and it's hit or miss with Chris Archer. It's either we rough him up and we score a lot of runs on him, or he shuts us down and he looks dominating like a young Pedro Martinez. It's a hit or miss when it comes to Chris Archer. But hopefully the Yankees batters, they do not let him get that first pitch fastball, and they attack him early in the count and do not let him get to 2 strikes so he could throw that filthy slide of his. Oh, that sucks. All right, no problem. Listen, Nathan, we'll figure it out and we'll get you on because I definitely have to have conversations with you, Nathan. Definitely. My man Mikey Mazza, he's dipping out. No problem, Mikey Mazza. I think 12 o'clock sharp is when I'll cut it off because I got to do some runarounds before I jump on the stream with Kev for 161 River Ave. He says they come back home September 13th. Nathan, how many games are left in the season? When is the season over for the Somerset Patriots? Because if there's some time left, I think I'll on one of these weekends probably go over there to check out a game. James Cook says,
Yeah,
Hector, do you
I
feel
want to.
sometimes? What you were saying? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I want to hop over there as well.
Oh, let's try to set it up then. Let's try to set it up.
Yeah.
I'll definitely would like to go to a game. I said, Hector, do you feel sometimes when other teams play the Yankees, it's like other teams are playing their World Series? Yeah, and I know, other teams, their fan base. Oh yeah, as some Yankee fan who's saying, yeah, I understand that, Yankee fans are arrogant and ignorant. I'm guilty of being both at the same time sometimes. But yeah, when other teams, especially if you're a team that's a bottom dweller, right? Look what happened with the Pittsburgh Pirates. We split a series with the Pittsburgh Pirates. But when you look at certain series, certain teams are going to play up to their competition, right? An issue with the Yankees this season, especially in the second half, they've been playing down to their competition, right? Since June 25th, check this out. Since June 25th, the Yankees are 27-35. Since June 25th, 27-35. That's disgusting.
Yeah, they've basically just fallen off the table. They've fallen out of that team. There was a point in the season where the Yankees were on pace to set so many records. So it's frustrating to see how big of a collapse this is. And I'm saying if they don't make October or if they don't make a big run, I'm saying if they lose the possession of the division, they're gonna clean house this winter. I mean, they're gonna fire Cashman, they're gonna fire Boone. Likely, they're gonna fire the hitting coach. As much as I don't want to do that because it's a new guy from the minors, it's his first year. As much as I don't want to do that, they got to do that. They got to clean house this winter if they don't win the division.
They have to, bro. They have to, bro. He said long. Okay, the 18th. We'll figure it out. We'll talk backstage to figure out, see if we can catch a game. But they have to, bro. And this is the upsetting thing, right? Even if the Yankees, let's entertain the conversation of the Yankees firing Cashman, right? Even if the Yankees were to fire Cashman, Halal, his replacement is going to come from internal. It's going to come from the inside of the organization. They aren't going to go out there and go hire somebody from somewhere else. Like, I know a lot of Yankee fans want Theo Epstein. That's not going to happen. Theo Epstein, he wants ownership in the team, and Howe and the Steinbrenners are already sitting at 55% ownership. They're not trying to give up anymore. So take Theo Epstein and throw him out the window. Derek Jeter, it'll be the same thing. As much as we love Derek Jeter, as much as Derek Jeter loves being a Yankee, he loves being a Yankee. He does not like the ownership of the Yankees. Put that out there, right? He loves being a Yankee. He does not love the ownership of the Yankees. Let's put it out there. So I don't even think Jeter will even take that headache on. So we got to understand that our replacement for Cashman is going to come internally. Go ahead, Halal.
Yeah, look, I'm going to say that I would put out there for managerial options that Mark DeRosa could be an option because he is currently he's going to be managing Team USA, and he seems like a good guy to do it as if he's willing to give up his MLB Network job. But I feel like he could be a viable option if we are going to go out and fire Boone. I think it was weird that I don't know. Buck Showalter probably wouldn't have been great for this team, but I'm happy to succeed with the Mets. But there's definitely going to be other options. I wonder if the Padres might part ways with Bob Melvin after this season if they continue to struggle and don't make October. So they would probably try to find somebody else. So I would definitely consider getting Bob Melvin because he was great with the A's. There's definitely so many other options that there could be out there. But let's stay positive and assume that Yankees are gonna win this division.
Yeah. Just a quick note, because you talk about Mark DeRosa. I was like, let me just look it up. So with the MLB network, Mark DeRosa's right now, Mark DeRosa, he's making his contract with the MLB network is $750,000. So that's his contract for 1 year for the Major League Network. Now, when you look at Aaron Boone, his first season with the Yankees, he was making the same amount of money. So I'm gonna ask you, Halal, if you were Mark DeRosa, would you leave your MLB network job that you have, making the same amount of money, for this Yankee job and all the headaches that comes with it? And on top of it, you got to travel with the team, 162 games. Are you willing to give up your normal, I wouldn't say normal MLB job, but it's basically a normal schedule for the MLB network, or jump on this roller coaster and be the Yankees manager for the same price?
So look, Mark DeRosa, I just looked it up. He's married. I believe he has kids. So you're gonna want to, if I'm as much as it's not. I brought up this idea, so it's not smart for me to say this, but I think that he says no because he's managing Team USA. It'll be a fun gig for him, and I think that it'll be better for him if he can stay with his family and he does his MLB network job. It seems like they have good chemistry on set there. It looks like they do a very good job on production there. So I say it's better not to have the headache of managing the Yankees, and I probably would say no.
Okay. Hey, listen.
Or what about you?
We got to be honest. Me personally, no, I wouldn't take that job. If I'm getting the same salary, and I'm comfy, and my normal Monday through Friday, I get up, I'm in Connecticut, I'm in Bristol, Connecticut. I get up, I get to go to the studio just for 5 hours, 6 hours maybe. I don't have to do work when it comes to production meeting. I just show up and people give me show notes to talk about. I'm comfortable, but that's me. I'm very weird in that way. I suffer from ADHD, so I'm very used to just one straight routine. That's just me personally. But I like my man Halal. I like my man Nathan when he said, I have an under the radar manager that should get a chance with the Yankees. Somerset Patriots manager Dan Fiorito. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I do apologize. He said Bob Melvin would be a great option. Personally, me, I want Willie Randolph, because I think Mark DeRosa will probably be the same type of manager as Aaron Boone, right? Very likable guy. Mark DeRosa is a very likable guy. He has a very, quirky personality. You could tell that he will get along with the guys. But I'm going to need Willie Randolph. I need Willie Randolph to be the manager of this team. Either Willie Randolph or Tony Pena. I need somebody who has a pedigree in this game. Now, a perfect scenario would be if the Yankees did get that veteran manager who is knowledgeable and who has history in the game, like a Willie Randolph, and have Mark DeRosa be his bench coach. Willie, and then I'll take that. What about you, Halal?
Yeah, definitely would be a viable option. I see someone saying that they want Posada as our hitting coach. Look, just because it was a good hitter, it doesn't mean that it fits in well as a hitting coach for a team. You have to be able to connect to the players. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that it's not that you take a good hitter or someone that was good. That probably the only position that you could take someone that was good at their position is probably a catching coordinator. So Posada probably, if they actually are looking for a catching coordinator, he would be an option. But again, I don't know if people want the headache of being a coach for the Yankees.
Yeah, and then even with Posada, when it comes to being a catching coordinator, he became a catcher later on in his career. He wasn't signed by the Yankees as a catcher. He was a middle infielder. He was a second baseman, and they converted him to a catcher. Great point with Nathan when he brought up Dan Fiorito. He was a Yankees prospect at one time. So this is a guy that he's always been with the Yankees organization. And like I said, the Yankees are going to do it. They got to do it from internal. Personally, me, I know this is not going to be a lot of favorite for a lot of people, but I like the manager of the Tampa Tarpons, Rachel Balkovich. Like I love her. She is fantastic. When I went down there to watch the Tampa Tarpons for them couple of games that I was down there, you could tell that she demands respect. It's just me watching minor league baseball, but this is the first time that I saw a manager in the minors be the manager in the dugout and also the first base coach. I've never saw that. Nathan, if that's something that happens on a normal basis, you let me know. But when I was down there and I saw Rachel, she was doing both. She was the first base coach and she was in the dugout. So she was doing a little bit of both. So Nathan, let me know if that's something that happens on the regular, that other managers, they're managing and then they go to be the first base coach or the third base coach, because to me, I love to see that. What about you, Halal?
Yeah, it's definitely cool to see. I would definitely do kind of like if if the Yankees are actually gonna go with the bringing up the guys from the
Okay.
minor leagues to manage, then I probably start with Dan from Somerset, Dan Florido.
Mm-hmm.
And I bring him up to do that, and then you move everyone up. You move Rachel Bagovich up to Somerset, and
Mm-hmm.
then you get somebody to manage the tarpons, and I think you work in that cycle
Yeah,
if
because
they.
but Nathan tells me Dan Florido does that at the Somerset. All right, cool. So it's something that it's frequently done. All right, cool, awesome. That's just something that, because when I went to go watch this Brooklyn Cyclones, I noticed that wasn't happening with the Brooklyn Cyclones or the Somerset Patriots not the Somerset Patriots, the Renegades, the Hudson Valley Renegades, when they played against the Brooklyn Cyclones. But awesome, thanks, Nathan. Real quick, because we got 4 minutes before we dip out. Any last words? Anything else that you want to tell the people? Because like you said, your school schedule is going to allow you to still come on in the morning. But any last messages that you want to tell the people before we dip out, bro?
Look, I'll have a bunch of days off. I know next Monday already. It's my sister's wedding, so I'll be home. And because like you're a sibling of day of your sibling's wedding, you're like just sitting around doing nothing. So I'll try and hop on. We'll coordinate there. But yeah, it's been a blast this past week. I've really enjoyed coming on, talking Yankees. A great way to start your day. Definitely, I enjoy analyzing the Yankees. Me and Hector, as he mentioned, we are working behind the scenes with Jason from 161 River Ave. We're going to be doing a lot of production stuff for them. So if you want a post-game show, some videos, go over to 161 River Ave, Backstage Baseball, and obviously subscribe to Yankees Morning Brew on Knights of Legion Media. And they're having Scott Braun over tomorrow. So they got a lot of fun stuff going on. So it's gonna be a blast over here. So I'm gonna try to hop on for different stuff. I'll rewatch this Scott Braun interview when I get back from school tomorrow. So, but yeah, I've really enjoyed coming on these past couple weeks, and I have the pleasure of being able to continue working with Hector for the 161 River Ave producers, I guess we can call it. So it's been a pleasure with you guys. Chat with Nathan. I got to meet Nathan. I got to meet Mark. I've got to know Michael more and all the other people, Jiggerman, and all the guys in the chat. So I appreciate the experience that you gave me, all the time that you've given me. So thank you so much.
No problem. Listen, Halal, any words of wisdom, I don't like to use that, but just keep being your authentic self. You brighten up a room when you walk in it. Just know that, kid. I use kid very loosely because you're literally a grown man in a little man's body. Honestly, you these past couple of weeks of you coming on and co-hosting with me has been such a breath of fresh air. I had an awesome time with Frankie, awesome time with you, specifically you and Frankie, but the both of you guys have a bright future ahead of you, right? Just remember, Halal, just stay on your path that you're on right now. You have great insight when it comes to this game. You are very knowledgeable. You're more knowledgeable at the age that you are right now than some people in their 30s or 40s that actually get paid to do this. Just know that 100%. Like I said, be your authentic self. Never stop being you, Halal, because you yourself, you brighten up a room when you're in it. You're an amazing young man. Like I said, let your parents know that whatever job they did an awesome job with it. I'm not trying to tear up right now. I'm not trying to make you tear up, bro. But I had an awesome chance with you this week, bro. And like I said, keep just being yourself, brother.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is not goodbye. I promise I'll be back.
Yeah.
We'll be back, and we're gonna. Oh, I'll be back, and yeah, thank you so much again. Thank you, Jiggerman. Thank you, Hector, for the experience. And yeah, let's go win. Let's go win a game.
And please, guys, go on to Twitter. Go on to KOD Media. Make sure you find that tweet that has the Scott Braun thing. We need 30 retweets. I think it's at 25 or whatever. So even if you got to make a fake Twitter account, make another Twitter account, keep making your accounts and keep retweeting it. But guys, it's been an awesome episode. The Yankees got a game at 1 o'clock. Let's go, Yankees. Hello. It's been an awesome week, brother. I appreciate you for coming by. I am Hector, host of the Yankees Morning Brew. This is my guy, Halal, the co-host and producer of myself with 161 River Ave as well. Guys, appreciate you all, and peace. Later.